It's another edition of What the Fuck, happenings in the YouTube atheist community. A lot of stuff going on. Anyway, so we'll get right to it then, right? Don't waste any time. Okay. So the amazing atheist, start with him. Big ton of subscribers. That's why we start with him. That's why we're on his ass. He's atheism on YouTube. So he's the headliner. So it makes sense to, you know, force him to shape up or maybe ship out. But anyway, so yeah, so now he's playing with the N-word again. Whatever. So he points out that Americans are becoming stupid, and yeah, they're like worrying about fetuses again for some reason. And so in the Gallup poll, they've shifted to, you know, fetus worry. And that was, you know, but then he had to ruin that perfectly good subject because then he had to start talking about some bumper sticker on buses or something that they scraped off because it said, you know, you don't need God to be good. And he was suggesting that the atheists would be better off with a message more consistent with his persona, which would be, you know, Dawkins fucking a, you know, religious duck or something. What's the point of that kind of shit? Yeah, be obnoxious. Atheism should be obnoxious. That'll teach him. And I know I'm a pretty obnoxious atheist, but at least I tie it to a whole bunch of philosophy, and I just don't play the I'm just an atheist bullshit game. Atheism doesn't mean anything. It just means a lack of belief in God and ethics and decency and not picking your nose in other people's faces and that kind of stuff. So anyway, yeah, so he uses these two, and you know, the N word and the F word, and just plays with them, and kind of, you know, this whole idea with these people that these are the only bad words in the world, and that we're going to reduce their meaning, and all this nonsense, and it's just such a pile of shit. If you played with words like keeb or kike or wop, the way you're playing with these words, yeah, you'd offend a hell of a lot of people. And I think people would be a little disgusted and revolted, and so it just kind of pisses me off that you feel the liberty. Yeah, there's time and place for maybe the word falling out of your mouth. I have to admit, I've said faggot before. I avoid the N word because that's just really dynamite, you know, but it's just not, why play with it? Why? You're not creative enough to come up with some other subject than to throw offensive words out? I mean, fuck that shit. But no preaching, fuck it, who cares? Do whatever the fuck you want, assholes. Alright, Tommy from the Bronx, he's flagged me on some lip syncing video. So maybe this week I'll get around to it and do it, and just whatever, but it's not my comfort zone. So anyway, but he got flagged by Peaches to do it, so that's why he did it. And maybe I'll post links to the girl videos. You know, yeah, that's a good idea. So screw the rest of them though. She was talking about marriage and stuff, and why, you know, atheists really shouldn't be bothered, but yeah, there are reasons. But anyway. So moving on, Cody. So now we're going to get to the Cody, Fake Sagan, Coughlin thing. Bullshit, whatever it is. So, alright, you know, this gets so complicated. Fake Sagan apparently got suspended for 2 weeks for posting Coughlin's video, which I think is legitimate. I mean, if somebody takes down a video, you really shouldn't be reposting it on your channel, especially, you know, when you're not really talking to the video, or you're not editorializing about the video, you're just pointing the whole video as a thing, because it just kind of defeats the whole purpose of letting people take down their videos. And so there's got to be some respect for that feature. Sometimes people make mistakes and post a dumb video, and assholes like Fake Sagan shouldn't take advantage of that. It's just it's a fucking lame move. So then Cody thought he had some right to, you know, we're gonna get you, because, you know, apparently they're friends again, or he's an admirer of Fake Sagan, even though Fake Sagan basically drilled him a new asshole. And so he decides that he's going to get all tough. He's all tough guy now, and so he talked the tough talk and probably sent a bunch of his little minions indirectly, you know, not directly but indirectly, to go play the same flaggy game against Coughlin, and you know, ended up getting him suspended for 2 weeks and a couple of his videos taken down. And it's just, this is just bad. This is just don't play with this flagging shit. There was some asshole who had like a toilet brush in his, you know, head, a cap or something, made a video, and I think it was taken down, but I never flagged it. I never even mentioned it, so don't blame me for it, okay? People really shouldn't flag videos. It's just bullshit. I mean, unless it's a, you know, unless somebody's stealing somebody's content and doing something really stupid with it, I don't think there's a reason to flag a video. You know, none of this content bullying bullshit. Fuck that crap. And so sort of make the point, give me a break, man, made a video about Cody and played the same game, but I don't think he really endorses people going around flagging shit. He was just kind of making a joke. But you know, the whole thing has just gotten stupid. So let it go, jackasses. We gotta stop this flagging system, not play with it. It's a bullshit system. If you have enough haters, you're always in jeopardy of losing your account. I mean, theoretically, Coughlin could have had his whole account, you know, he could have been perma banned. I mean, I think he did get 3 strikes. I don't know, he might have had 3 videos removed. At least the system wasn't stupid enough to, you know, ban somebody in an 8-hour period because a bunch of jackasses decide to flag his content. And it's just too dangerous a weapon. So fuck that shit. So Cody did do the 24-hour blog TV. I didn't. I checked in a couple of times for 5 minutes at a time. Didn't hear him soliciting for money, so I'll give him credit for that. Because apparently he was supposed to be doing this thing for the money. But I did see him sleeping, which is not cool. I mean, if you're going to bother being bold enough to say I'm going to do 24 hours in blog TV, then do the 24 hours and be awake. You know, don't have your friend cleaning up your room while you're on video. But it just is kind of amazing that 150 people will sit in a room and watch a guy sleep while the other guy, you know, cleans up the room or something. He did have a couple of friends that were mildly entertaining. There's one guy that's kind of annoying, but he played pretty good guitar, and so that was the little moment I saw. I mean, he was pretty good. And but other than that, yeah, the room just kind of sucked. Cody had a cold or something. I don't know. He was blowing his nose all the damn time, so that was pretty irritating. But it was just the same kind of. There was nothing, you know. There's nothing there. So I have noticed that this math fails guy, apparently he does this stick cam a lot, and so he had a room last night at the same time I did again. So he was in there a long time too, I guess, but I guess they were talking about, you know, what atoms or molecules want to accomplish in their life and stuff. So I don't know, that sounds kind of insane, but apparently some of my more intelligent, you know, room participants do linger over there, which does piss me off a little bit. What are you gonna do? Math Fails guy did do a couple of funny videos. I mean, I don't know whether he's being I don't know whether he's trying to provoke me into something or not, but anyway, he's sort of, you know, I don't know, he's sort of ridiculing me, but not, I don't know. But anyway, he's a little bit creative, so we'll give him credit for that. Anyway, so moving on. Yeah, it's time to move on. Rabbit Ape, he did, you know, he's reading Darwin, which is kind of a, you know, whew, you gotta have some balls for that. It's not an easy read. So that's pretty good, you know. He is soliciting money for it, but, you know, it's donation, so you don't have to do anything. But it's a kind of a good idea. It's kind of like Give Me a Break Man was reading Genesis for a while, and that was I kind of like those videos. I like not having to read text, so it's kind of nice to have something. I haven't read Darwin in a while, over a decade, so, you know, it's good to hear some of that shit again. But, you know, Darwin was way too many words. Anyway, Mrs. Pac-Man, she made a video in a purple dress, and man, and she had her blonde wig on, which, you know, her regular hair is fine, but I mean, it does do something. Certainly went with the dress. And so she was just showing stuff she had. I mean, you know, she has much nicer stuff than I have, unfortunately. But anyway, so I'll post a link to that video with this girl. Karina, she did a free will video, and you're saying, oh, not that subject again, but she did it really well. I mean, it's really quick and concise and to the fucking point, and you know, she's really good at this making video shit. You know, it's kind of embarrassing. I mean, she's got a full-time job and old people nagging her all the time to do shit, and in-law and this and that and all this other crap, and she seems to get all this shit done. She hangs out in Stick'em all week, and I don't know how she does all this shit, but yeah, she sure makes me look pretty lame. So I'm gonna have to go get some Romanian soup or something. Eat more fruits. I'm not making it. Pyro, how much time? Oh, I can't be this much at a time. Shit. Okay, I'll do a little extra. I'll post it somewhere else, but I'll do some extra. All right, Pyro. Wait, Pyro is just talking more bullshit. 2 parts on spirituality, and I'm a materialist, but I believe that there's non-atomic forces or energy or arrangements that take place that are spiritual. What the fuck does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. I mean, what? Every thought is a product of our conditioning and our experience. It's just, there's no room for anything else, Pyro. If you're awed or amazed by something, it's because that's what the biology has made you capable of. It's not fucking spiritual. Ugh, it's just so fucking irritating.